For my project, I volunteered with Hawaii Storm Basketball Club. They started in 2014 and are affiliated with California Storm Basketball Club. Their mission is to foster the development of male and female student athletes in mind, body, and spirit, while working toward a common goal to compete and be successful at the highest level. They strive to instill the values of respect, responsibility, and commitment to oneself, family, and the team, enhance moral development, and promote healthy competitive experiences. They play in multiple leagues around the island, and they travel with their girls and boys teams to Hilo, Vegas, Chicago, and LA to play in prestigious tournaments throughout the summer. I will be taking an in-depth look at how sports coaches play an important role in children and teens' lives. As we grow up, we all tend to play sports as a way to be socially integrated into society, and our coaches guide us through it. They teach us to play as a team, trust each other, respect one another, and to take criticism as something to push us forward.
One thing I hope to carry is all the skills and qualities that I've learned from my coaches and my teammates, because each coach has taught me something different, and each of my teammates that I've played with have taught me a different quality that I hope to emulate. Yes, there have been coaches that I have disliked, and it was because they weren't equally supportive to each player, and they all had their favorites that they let go, and they never rewarded the people that were always there and always were working hard. They just rewarded the people that were good and skilled.
So even before I started coaching, I knew I wanted to become a teacher. I think being a coach really, I started right out of high school, was being able to, it's really different because, you, when you're playing basketball, you just kind of yell at your teammates, hey, go here, go there. But when you're coaching, you have just a wide range of abilities, on your team, and experience that, every player is different, and I think as a teacher, you learn, about multiple intelligences, how you can, figure out who's an auditory learner, verbal, kinesthetic, and so forth. I think the number one thing is to relax, because when things become tough, if you clam up and if you let the situation become bigger than it really is, then you're going to freak out and you're going to have a hard time. And I learned this from Coach Lum, who I played for at Punahou. Was that you need a mistake ritual. I think basketball is probably, I don't think probably, I think it is probably the best sport to learn how to deal with criticism, how to deal with adversity.
From March 1st to March 15th, every Sunday from 3:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m., I assisted the coaches with teaching the children and young teens communication skills, ball handling, shooting, and team effort. I also helped show drills and call rebounds for the players. From a functionalist perspective, the importance of family and togetherness in a sports setting is always important. Coaches promote that by saying their players should play for themselves, their families, and their school. That tight-knit community helps them guide through life and stay balanced. From a conflict perspective, Majo and Valorant say that controlling behaviors jeopardize an athlete's motivation by restricting their opportunity to take initiative, to be creative, and adds pressure. From an interactor's perspective, the way coaches teach and advise can impact their players. McCulloch states, by observing, discussing, and corresponding with other coaches, you can gain tremendous practical knowledge. From that, coaches can influence their players in a positive way that can heighten their attentiveness. At a micro level, with young children, they can be impressionable and look up to their authoritative figures. According to Majo and Valorant, the way coaches instill structure and involvement can alter an athlete's behaviors, motivation, and perception of readiness positively. At the meso level, Vela states young athletes learn transformable leadership behaviors, personal and social skills, goal setting, and initiative. The positive skills and lessons coaches teach become things they use in everyday situations and play a role in facilitating positive developmental outcomes. Now, from a macro level, the values we grasp from success and failure shape our perspective of how hard we should work and contribute to achieve our goals for the future. The lessons we learn from our coaches and authoritative figures guide us through life and help us face adversity. From this, I found that coaches play a significant role in our lives and help us learn life lessons that we will carry on. My experience with this club is one that I will always be thankful for and remember.